Good evening and aloha. Aloha Friday. Pizza's not out of the oven yet, but I'm keeping an eye on it, so it's all good. I was gonna get stuff to make pizza at home when I got up to the check stand and I realized I didn't have my wallet with me. And I was like, really? You left your wallet at home? Yeah, I'm a dork. So yes, it is DiGiorno, but that's all right. I always put extra stuff on it anyway. Now, I know there's some of you say yes to pineapple or no to pineapple. Me, I like it with pineapple. And I like it with bacon bits. Real bacon. But anyway, thanks for coming in for, hey, Ricardo, Ace, Wolf Dad, Tribe, who we got here? Joseph, of course, you're always number one. Carlos, well, yeah. Okay, Donna, aloha. Morning Glory, aloha. Ace, aloha. Who do you got here? Me, aloha to me. And Ricardo, aloha. So, yeah. So, while you guys were probably sleeping, it was midnight here. And actually, it was like 11:30. He was on, and once again, right in the middle of a stream. Adios, muchachos. So this time he went a whole 3 days before he got booted. And it's like, if he would have listened and just what I've said to him and what the other people have said to him, just don't monetize. You can have a channel, but just don't monetize. Well, he didn't do that either. So, like I said the night before, what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? Who's going to help you after everything you've done to your friends? And then go off the rails about Rosie, calling her a spy and a New World Order. How ridiculous. My head aches from that statement. It's like, oh my God, is he that stupid? I mean, really, is he? Somebody tell me yes or no, because I hey, Patricia. Hey, Cobra John, aloha. Patty, aloha. Leni, Bobini, Steve. Hey, guys. But, oh, and I'm going to appeal it. I don't know why. And he kept saying, I didn't break any community guidelines. And that may be true. Hey, William, aloha. But what he didn't say was terms of service. So actually, in a way, I guess it's kind of a half lie, maybe a fib. But yeah, hey, Ms. Aloha. Oh yeah, I got a phone call, and I'm not going to name names. You know who you are. Who called me saying that, hey, we're in chat and we can't. Can you look for Nomadic Chicagoan? Because I'm on my phone and I can't do it while I'm talking to you. Oh, okay. So I went to look and went, oh, he's been terminated. Terminated. And why does it come as any surprise to him? And here's the thing too. And some of you are going to say, I'm selling out for saying it, but I'm really not. It's just, it's the mama dog in me. I don't wish him ill will. I don't want him to be sick. I don't want him to be sick and then infect everybody else around him. One being Mr. X. I mean, let's just hope that he's gotten his vaccination. But when he pulls the stuff like he does, and of course it was, oh, I don't need YouTube money. I don't need AdSense. I can get money on my own. They took 30% anyway, so whatever. It's like, dude, you flip and flop more than Mark Terry. I mean, really. And that's saying an awful lot, folks. Just an observation, you know. And yeah, they don't have to tell him the reason. Because if you don't give an answer, or you give an answer of, no, I'm not going to, you should figure it out. But he's so narcissistic that he doesn't realize that he's the one shooting himself in the foot. I mean, it's time and time again. When would you learn that maybe you should just put the gun down and play by the rules? And I understand that he wouldn't do that anyway. But just seeing the flip flop of being so cocky and just the other night, and I'm giving you advice saying, you might want to think past today, because tomorrow brings more dilemmas. But can he listen to anybody? No. If he wouldn't have listened to his best friend, he's not going to listen to anybody. He doesn't listen to Mr. X. He doesn't listen to Jory. Nothing. He is so self-unaware that he doesn't realize that he's the elephant in the room with all the stage lights on him. But it's a false sense of security. Oh, jeez. I don't know. I'm amazed just at the sheer unaware of what's happening in his life and why. Pizza. I mean, we tried to tell him the last time, you're not going to be able to have this as your platform. You're not going to get monetized again. And, Elbo, if you're stupid enough to think Rosie did it, then you haven't been paying attention the last month or two. I've been saying it loud. Ace has been saying it loud. Cajun Kev has been saying it loud. The people who are supposed to be your friends are telling you. But you don't ever listen. And my statement of you're going to die lonely and alone, it holds so much more power now. And you were talking about women last night, and we all know that your misogynistic bullshit comes through. Yeah, I don't know if he's doing it tonight, but I did send him a message that, hey, I'm going live. You're not blocked. If he wants to come in here and explain himself, he's not blocked. Actually, I'd like him to come up here so I can address him. If I'm going to talk to him, at least I should give him a platform to answer, shouldn't I? We'll see. But he doesn't like strong women or stronger than him. Not physically, but yes, he is his own worst enemy. Absolutely. And until he finally realizes that his future is bleak at the most. I mean, so he can stay in Florida and be paranoid that the truckers are going to get him. Or he could go back to Chicago and, well, meet Ricardo on Devon, and I don't know what the other corner is, but that the neighborhood, because either way, he's lost. He's going to have to get a job, and he's going to have to get a job that pays enough for him to live. Working 30 hours a week or 32 hours a week doesn't cut it. And if I was an employer and I knew that my employee lived in their car, because that's basically what it is, it's just a car with a lot of storage in it. I would, and especially in these times of social distancing and blah blah blah. We know he hasn't done that. We know that he's been exposed all year. It was just a matter of time before he was going to get it. Or already has had it. Hey, Colleen, it's late. Man, I can't, except he does everything wrong. Yeah. One of my careers was developing 18 and 25-year-olds with work experience, and they had to go to school for their GED. It's like Job Corps. I never, in all my years, actually even before that, I don't think any time in my life that I've ever encountered a man who has a confrontation wherever he goes. And he wonders why he has confrontations with everybody. Have you ever thought for 1 second that it's not everybody else, Elbo, but it's you? You are the one? Like today, I couldn't watch anymore. He grabbed that chair and said, "Yeah, I hate when people invade my space." You're at a public park. What do you think? Because you're out there that you deserve space? Well, trust me, nobody wants to be by you anyway. He said he day that received it. No, I don't believe that. Nope. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. I don't believe it. No, what probably happened is he got some money from Mr. X, because Mr. X is in town, which, he's not very smart for getting around Elbo. He's an older guy, and I'm speaking because what we saw last night, he couldn't catch his breath. He kept going outside to catch air, coughing up a storm. What is one supposed to think? Oh, it's just the flu. It's just allergies. I don't think so. No, Norm is not giving him money anymore. Nope. Nope, he burnt that bridge too. Did you ever have Elbo as a student? No, I never had somebody that was had no clue about his own self-awareness and his actions. I mean, come on. The guys at the gym that he said, we're gonna, if I had a gun, I would have shoot you. He's the one who probably said that. He's the one that they probably called the cops on, not those guys. That was another one of Elbo's tall tales. But you can almost guarantee that if you flip the players, that he's the one who made a scene. He always does, no matter where he goes. I mean, who gets kicked out of Dunkin' Donuts, for God's sake? Who can't work more than 3 months without having a break to detox? Have you ever thought in your wildest dream, Elbo, that it's you? You need to look in the mirror and take inventory of yourself. And you better do it quick. Because life isn't looking too nice for you right now. No money, a 30-year-old piece of shit, that you think is a gold mine, burnt all the bridges with your family, burned all the bridges with your friends. Why Mr. X has anything to do with you anymore is beyond me. But, you know, it is what it is. You don't talk to Drury. You think Rosie is the evil spy from China. How stupid does that sound? I mean, really. You need to, here's what you need to do. You need to find a place to park your van where it would be safe for a couple of months. You should go to the hospital and you should tell them, hey, I've been living on the streets for 6 years. I really need a full physical because I just don't feel good. You need to have and Brad Silverdog is right. He'd probably say the same thing. And have your health evaluated. You're probably, if you're pre-diabetic, I wouldn't be surprised. Because the way you eat and what you drink, the amount of sugar you consume, and the weight that you carry, and the fact that your mother has diabetes, and I think you said your dad did, dude, if you don't, you're not going to see 40. Really. And now the stress of not having income, and what are you going to do when the little bit of coin gets to zero in your bank account? What are you going to do? My thought is go get test, get the $1,000 workup or the $1 million workup or whatever, get a baseline for your health. And I think you might be surprised at what is really wrong with you. What I can almost guarantee you have high blood pressure because your eye blinking in your eye, that might be a reason. And that's also a symptom of diabetes too. I mean, I'm close to being pre-diabetic, but I don't eat sugar. So I know I can't cut that out because I don't eat it. Hold on. I don't want to hear it. Puppy jail. Yeah, he's in jail anyway. He did something very naughty today. Exactly, Brad. You know what? I'm not dogging him. You don't dog him. All we've ever tried to do is open his ears and just consider what we say. Don't just dismiss it as a troll. He'll try to get disability next. Well, that's going to be a long process because he's not at the point where he can't work. He just needs to have a health evaluation. And maybe along with that health evaluation, you should get a psych evaluation. Just saying, because the way you operate in your life is not normal. It's not normal. You think everybody is looking at you and wondering things about you. Dude, you're the one who sat in your van, saw a man for 10 seconds and knew his, life lineages and where he slept and what he did, and by seeing somebody for 10 seconds. You project. You need to put Elvis is in front of those, or actually, I should say, Marshall is in front of your statements. Because you're projecting. You're talking about yourself, but you're projecting on either another person or another object, thing, or place. Well, Patty, that's it. But It's the mama dog talking, mama bear, you know. I don't say these things to be mean at all. And hearing that, I shouldn't be automatically labeled a troll. I'm far from it. There you go, Ace. I just want to punch him in the throat and say, snap out of it. You know, I just, no wonder his family is frustrated with him and doesn't want to deal with him. You know, he is the black sheep of the family. He is the bum in the van. He is the homeless guy on the corner that we don't, look in their direction so they don't see us. He can't get along with his sisters. He says it's my sister's fault. I can't get along with Janet. No, it's probably you and your nasty, disgusting personal hygiene habits, or their lack of, that she doesn't want to deal with. She doesn't want to be your mommy. She doesn't want to clean up after you. She doesn't want to have to cook for you. She doesn't want to have to do your laundry for you. And if that's the case, no wonder she told you to get, to go sit on a brick. No, Brad, and there's somebody that's here that's, they're just not saying anything. But the things that I say lately are things that come true. Yes, his mom is still living. She's in a uh, locked facility. When she has a son who doesn't do shit, that actually should have taken care of his mother, but no, he left that for other people to deal with because he wanted to go sow his wild oats. And if he wants to say that it's for his mom, I don't think he even saw her twice. He sure didn't call her, and he lied about taking the cell phone into her. That was a lie. He's the son. He should be taken care of. If he doesn't have any other obligations, and he is a vagabond, and he's a do nothing, lazy, just a lazy piece of shit. Hey, Jody, aloha. He should be taking care of his mother, you know? But no. And his reply would be, that's what my sisters are for. No, your sisters work and your sisters have lives. You have none of that. I know he could care less, but that's what pisses me off, Brad, is when he brings his mother, oh, pray for my mother, Madeline. Dude, you don't even do it, but you want us to do it? Hey, Ricardo. It's just, oh, come on. Really, Ricardo? I mean, Carlos? Don't make me have to go look. Do I have to go look? Can I take your word for it? Come on, dude. And you notice the stream he had last night, he never once referenced the fisherman hangout. What does he think if he doesn't think about it or talk about it, it'll go away? I don't think so. And if it's not somebody we know, then it's going to be somebody that's heard it and is really offended by what he says. I'm extremely offended by what he said. I think my neighbor down the hill heard me when I went, "No, what?" But yeah, I want to be compassionate and empathetic, but I almost can't be. I mean, I, hey, Dervit, aloha. Hey, Jan, aloha. It's real hard for me to have ill will to someone. And the people on cast will, say every once in a while, I'll say something that's really beyond what I usually say. I know Ace has caught it a couple times, and he'll just tell me, "Oh, tell us how you really feel, Colleen." Yeah, Ace, you have been through a lot in the last couple weeks. I give you props, man. You're here and you're present, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Okay. Somebody didn't remind me to go live. Go on your live chat. Hello, are you gonna? Man, it's slow. Yeah, and Ace is a stand-up man who is taking care of his mother. And I absolutely and totally and thoroughly respect that. And I think because of that, it makes me even angrier that Elvis could give a shit and care less. But yet he says he does. But really, in reality, if he thought about it the way he wants us to think about her and pray and blah blah, he would. If you can't see her, at least go to the window and wave to her. Just seeing you, that somebody cares. You may not be able to, face to face it, but geez, buy a flower and have it give it to your mom. Just show a little effort. That as much as you want us to pray for your mom is all good and well, and I do, but you use God as a tool, and that's another. Oh man, okay, I just opened that can. I wasn't going to say this tonight, and I'm not. I'm grinding my teeth. It's hard, but you know what? That's what should be done. My dad took care of my grandmother until she passed. And if my dad had ever had to be in a home, I would be there to take care of him. Fortunately, my dad was very active up until he did pass away. So, and so was my mom. And I'd give anything to see one of my parents again. I'm the matriarch now. I'm the oldest generation in my family. My dad's gone, my mom's gone, and that kind of freaks me out. Yeah, I'm getting older, but You can't stop that train, that's for sure. Carlos, was that van that bad with mold? I mean, that might. Oh geez, here we go. Um, I can't even say it. I can't even get it out. Okay, straight face. Oh gosh. Oh, you damn trolls. It's not the mold, it's my acid reflex. It's my acid reflex. Oh no, heaven forbid. No. And mold is one of those silent killers, you know. And being that, looking at the condition of the outside, they probably didn't have it tarped. So there probably is water intrusion into the inside. And I didn't think it was that big. When I saw how big it was, I'm going like, oh, he's not going to be able to drive that. And then when he showed the picture of him driving it, I thought he looked scared the shit out of it. You know, that's not a town and country. That thing is what, 24 foot? It was as bigger than our mini Winnie. Get some talk about, well, you can't go through the drive-through in that big damn motorhome. Yeah, I the inside was bad, I know. And it's wintertime. If it's wet, you're going to have more damage than you thought. And not only that, it wasn't clean. It still had the guy's old sheets and stuff, didn't it, on the bed? Ew. No. No. And it probably smells. It probably smells like the bottom of a hamper of three teenage boys. 30 foot? Oh, good grief. Tioga Class C? Oh, well. Well, just like when I say with Elbo that, you know, he can crash and burn, but it's the other people that he's going to take out doing it. And the same with Rich Life, you know. He's probably never driven something that big. And if you're not used to using mirrors, 34 foot, oh, holy moly. Good grief. And the weight behind that thing, that's not a good actually, with Class C, do they have a Class B license for that? Don't you have to have an endorsement for that? Because I know when we had our crew carriers, but we had air brakes on there, so I guess not. I don't know. You know, a regular driver's license should not be permitted to drive something like that, or at least have training to do it. Oh, and yeah, what was about? He said it used to drive a gravel truck. Oh, please. What, a Tonka toy in the backyard? Well, if he's never driven by mirrors, he's gonna run into something. He's gonna cut a corner too narrow and, take out the whole side of it. Then he was looking at his video or his camera today when he was driving, and I'm thinking, you didn't learn a damn thing from running into somebody that you really could have avoided. If he wouldn't have been looking at his phone, he probably could have avoided that accident by all realities. I mean, just, yeah, that's the poster child for don't watch your side chat. or better yet, don't do it at all, because it's a distraction. The living room area has a pop out. Well, what is he going to park the thing in a lot or something? I mean, in an RV place? Cajun Kev, that's being generous. I think before the weekend's over that he's going to scrape the side of it, run into a post, go up over the curb. Yeah, the price of gas, 4.2 gallons. Oh, and we thought the loser Marie was bad. Oh shit! I guess I'll take it down there to Mississippi and park it in one of them casinos there, where he can get all the young girls and they can come into my shaggin' wagon and have 67s with the big Johnston. Mm. Yeah, he lives on and he probably spends half of that at the casino. He doesn't know how to handle money. He's just like Elvis, I'm not broke until I'm broke, and I'm going to spend large until I am broke. Well, that day has come. What did he pay for that thing? Did he ever say? Well, Joseph, maybe we should make a pool to when Rich Life is going to wreck his new home. Oh, and I was talking to someone, I guess it was yesterday or the day before, that I might actually do some merch. And a little under 10. And how old is that thing? 9,000? Okay. Cash? Okay, well. 10,000, you got 7,000 from the insurance? Well, that's about right, because I guess Kentucky is a 50-50 state. When there's no clear if there's no clear fault, then it's 50-50. It's a 1998. Good God, it's old enough to drink. Holy smokes, look out. And he will burn gas with the generator if it works. Well, and here's another man who doesn't know the difference between a flat screwdriver and a Phillips screwdriver. But he's got a vehicle that needs a lot of work. And what does all that cost, folks? Ding, 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 ding. Money, money, money. What you ain't got, none. Yeah, at one point, didn't he say that he has enough to buy that motorhome and to buy another car and go to the casino or something like that? Black tank. Oh God. I bet you. Well, he can always call Rosie. If he doesn't know what things are, Rosie, will you help me rebuild my van? No, Rosie's in Mexico. Rosie ain't gonna fix nothing. Messing with the black tank. Oh, I guess it's half full. From what I think I heard. Maybe it's full. It's rusted. Well, that whole thing, Carlos, is that normal? Well, it's normal if it was mostly in a oceanside place. I mean, like Mississippi, like the Gulf or the East Coast. Yes, Rosie did. Rosie made a rebuttal to Elbo's nonsense. Yeah, it was this morning. Um, I just can't get over it. Yeah, she's with the CIA. She's a New World Order. She's a spy from China. She talks Chinese and blah blah blah. And she's infiltrated the RV community just to get to me. Can anybody say Baker Act? 72-hour hold? Then that's why I say, dude, you're not working yet. You're in between. You know, care about your health enough to, see if you're healthy. Hey, Hot Frog Aloha. But someone is majorly paranoid. Who might that be? Because that could be, Hop, that could be just about anybody. Oh, he had it working, Carlos. Yeah, he had it working. He says, "Look at there, I got a TV. It's on. Look at there. Look at there." Well, he doesn't need a kitchen in that RV. He's never cooked anything for himself, But I don't think they'll let you do a walk up to the drive up window at Taco Bell. Oh, Elbo? Paranoid? Yeah, just a little. He can stay in Florida and wait for the truckers to catch up to him, or he can go to Chicago and I just want a front ringside seat for that. I really do. And I actually looked at flights out of the island, and if I was to fly from here to Oakland, round trip was like $250. I mean, I think I paid my one-way ticket when I came here. I think it was like $500. It may even have been more than that. I do too, Donna. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, and he says that, he's not the cop caller. That's funny. You've called the cops on every situation. Even if somebody looks at you sideways, you call the cops. Because you showed us, you told us about the confrontation at the gym at 2 a.m. I don't think it quite happened the way he described it, but there probably was definitely something going on. Wallpaper was bubbling in the top. Oh, whose advice did he take for buying that? Did he try to get advice from anybody before he bought that, or to even didn't he buy he bought it sight unseen, didn't he? He didn't even test drive it, did he? I don't know. I didn't watch, and I don't really want to. Oh yeah. Well, and it's just not Ricardo. It's the whole area there, because he's been kicked out of a couple of different Dunkin' Donuts in out by O'Hare. Stop it. The area that he likes to stay in. Come here. Stop. No more barking. Go. And the pigs are back outside. Now we got a big mama with babies. Luckily, she's on the other side of the fence, but Waddy was up all night barking. Yeah, I think you're gonna kennel up tonight. You're not gonna wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning barking at them damn pigs. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. Well, I just wanted to come on here and you know give the lowdown of anybody who missed this morning, but I figured you all have heard by now. I mean, if not, somebody's under a rock if they haven't heard what's what's going on. Never a dull moment, you know? Um, yeah. So I think I'm going to end here and go eat my pizza and walk my dog and watch some Netflix. Sounds like a weekend to me. But all right, guys. Thanks for coming in. Um, you know, I don't know what to say. I know I want so much not to care, but I do. I so much want to just say, you're stupid and you get what you get. Uh, maybe a doobie will help. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll probably see each other before the weekend's over, but if not, have a safe and nice weekend since tomorrow's the first day of spring. Yay! Or today was. Today or tomorrow. One of the two. So happy spring. You know, the cold and the snow and everything is soon to be gone. Back to sweltering temperatures and wondering, oh God, when is it going to snow again? But yeah, so thanks, mods. You guys rock. And as always, aloha.